Now let's connect with our correspondent Bongani Siziba regarding, miners trapped there in Stilfontein. Bongani, what's the latest on this story?
Good afternoon, Adebola, and also good afternoon to our viewers. I've just arrived in Stilfontein, where thousands, allegedly mine workers, are still underground. It's now a month they've been there, and the police have now intervened to try and rescue them. We know that last week there were also relatives outside this mine protesting that food and water should be sent down the mine, but the police and also the government went to court. I understand they have won that case that no water or food should be sent out inside the mine. We also know that the minister and the president also said last week that if worst comes to worst, they will smoke them out. But we know that this morning, 14 came out and they were arrested immediately. But I have my colleague who've been covering this story since last week, who's been here. He's joining me now just to take us through what has been happening, and he's been here since morning. Good afternoon, Tuso. Can you take us through what has been happening and up until today?
It's quite a moving story, especially starting last night. We started with these 14 miners emerging out of the mine midnight. As soon as they came out of the mine, the police arrested them. But there's quite a twist to this story, because they told the police that them and other miners underground are being held against their will by an armed gang of people that are there. So you remember, police have always been saying these guys are sitting there not wanting to come out, so they'll flush them out. Hence the government said they'll be flushed out. But there's another angle now where they are saying they are being forced against their will. And they are saying sometime last week, the community sent some porridge and then some foodstuffs downstairs, down the mine. And these guys are saying that food was all taken by these gangs, and they were left to eat nothing. So they allege that they escaped. This is how they happened to come out. So this is what is the new angle that the police should be looking at now to say, what are we doing? Are we going to go in down there? The police have said we're not going down because it's dangerous, because these guys are armed, because they are dangerous gases. But in the light of this new information, police have not said what they're going to do next.
But you also told me that this afternoon, these miners also tried to come out. How did this police respond to that?
As we were just around that mine since morning, waiting, the police were expecting, of course, that more will come. It happened that there was some commotion in the mine. They could hear some blades or some noise coming down the mine. The police took action. They surrounded the mine, the mine shaft exit, but nothing happened. We stayed there for 30 minutes, an hour, nothing happened, and we went back to our positions. But as it is now, police expect that miners are now going to come out there, not the other mine. But if they are going to come or not, no one knows.
Adebola, that was my colleague Tuso Kuman, who's been covering this story. We also understand that the relatives of these illegal miners have been camping outside this mine, waiting for their loved ones to come out. So we now wait for the rescue team. We understand that the cameras have been sent down just for the police to view how it is down there so that they can start the rescue operations. It's back to you in the studio now.
Well, thank you so much. We'll keep in touch with you, of course, to see how these turns out. Thank you so much, Bongani Siziba, there in South Africa, bringing us up to speed about miners still trapped in Stilfontein.